Matt here again from Primal Provenance. I'm going to take you through the second stage of the Peppermint Patties, or as I've done bars, which is the chocolate stage where you coat the outside with chocolate. Here I've got a pan on the boil, a small amount of boiling hot water, glass bowl on top, which I've placed a bar of Green and Black's 85% dark chocolate into, which, as you can see, hopefully, has melted and is now very runny. Right, to coat these is a little bit of an art form. I have had a test run just before playing this video, and one of them's come out pretty nice. So I'm going to go with what I did already. Okay. Okay, move the pan over this way a little. What I'm going to do basically is just brush, literally brush them. If I can show you what layout I've got over here in a minute with the camera. So silicone sheet. Just going to lay them out to the side there. Got my chocky there, all melted, nice and runny. And all I'm going for is one at a time, bring them over and just giving them a brush over. With these bars, because they're made with coconut butter, they do melt quickly, so you need to get this on quite sharpish. With the chocolate it's probably best to dab it on, then it runs down rather than spreading it. Right, I'll put the camera back in static a second and I'll show you how I go about the other parts of it. Okay. Right, so obviously that's the sides. Go around with your brush. It's probably the easiest way to do it. I've tried a few different methods today. They've all gone wrong. They're all very messy. This is the best way to do it, to get an even spread of chocolate and not too much chocolate as well. That's the sides all covered. What about the bottom, you say? Right, I've got some sweet corn holders, bada bing. What I'm going to do is, right in the top, peel that off a little bit, use your excess a little bit if you can, and then brush onto the bottom layer. Like I said, just dab, brush initially to get a layer on, then just dab it and it will just spreads nicely. You're never going to cover all this really with chocolate, and you're not going to make it smooth. You know, we're not going for Cadbury's here, we're just going for paleo. So whatever works, that does it for me. I'll show you that there. It's a nice even spread all the way around. You can see now the bar's started to bend a little bit, but that looks pretty nice to me. Okay, little tub over here. All I'm going to do is, with the other sweet corn holder, is just put that over there and push it down. And that should just pop off. And what we'll do at the end is we'll go along. It's a little bit resistant, that one. Go along and just smooth over the little cracks we get with some more chocolate, just to make them all look pretty, basically. Make them all look nice. Right, so that's the technique we're going to use. With those forks or cocktail sticks, whatever you decide to use, put them in a little bit, don't put them in a lot. As you saw then, I was a bit overzealous perhaps. Put it in too far, lo and behold, one of them looks a little bit messy now. And it's just repeat for all your bars. Once these are done, straight back in the freezer if able, and then it's just a matter of the thin layer of chocolate hardening. Your bars should already be sorted from when you left them in there for overnight or an hour or so. I left mine in overnight just to make sure they're really nice and firm. They do kind of bend very easily as they get warm, but these should be pretty tasty now. So nice layer of chocolate there. You're going to get it over your fingers, whatever. So just a little bit in there, if you can. Twist. It's a little bit sticky. And then just do the bottom. As far as paleo goes, this looks pretty good to me. Very refined. And that one's a little bit better. Yeah, don't put the little prongs in so far, folks. That will help you out then. With the little tray you use as well to put them on, you could always, if you wanted to, put a little sheet in there just to make sure they peel off nicely. I'm quite confident they'll be alright anyway once the chocolate hardens. So with the excess chocolate on the silicone sheet I've got, I'm just rolling it in a little bit to make sure I get the most out of it. Any chocolate you have left over, so it looks like I'm going to have quite a bit, just whack it back in the freezer or in the fridge, and it will go back to your normal bars. If you want it, you can pour it in some ice cube trays to have little cubes of chocolate, but it's going to keep, isn't it? And if you intend on melting it again in the future, just leave it in the fridge in a bowl or container, and that'll work well for you. Reuse it. As you can see, once you get a little routine going, hardest bit is just breaking that little seal from the chocolate off the silicone mat, because it gets a little bit too snug on there. There we go. Just break that little vacuum. One of the messier paleo recipes, but I have to say I'm quite looking forward to trying this. I must admit. So sorry, a bit out of shot there perhaps. So yeah, not looking too bad at all. The bars. So I've done 4 or so there. I'm not going to bore you with the other 3. Basically, when these are put down, I'm just going to smooth over the top with the chocolate again, just to cover up the cracks from where I've put them down and pulled them off, to make sure they all look even and all look nice. And then in the fridge for say 20 minutes, just to make sure the chocolate's nice and firm. And then we'll take them out, have a look, and give them a try.